tries to go up the ladder. Atomic plays it off the corner. Beast Mode standing by. Beast Mode, they're going.
Yo, what is good, man? Welcome back to another video, man. We got a special video for you guys, man. A couple of things that I want to talk about, of course. And well, number one, if you guys think anything behind me looks new, is because we're finally in my house. Let's go. Finally, bro. You know what I'm saying? It took a while to get into this place. So yeah, man, it was a lot of appointments, a lot of phone calls, a lot of everything. It was very it was a long process, even though it felt very quick. Like, it's crazy that I'm finally in here, but it felt very quick. It felt very quick, but it was very long process. And I'm actually going to be giving you guys a home tour. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about that. Just very excited to be here. So sorry if I had to clarify if you guys see anything new in the background. You guys might see more of the same stuff, but let's stop talking about that. Let's get into what the video is really about, which is about the major. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some things you guys may want to know, some questions you guys may want to know, and if you have any questions that I do not answer in this video, go ahead and comment them down below, and I'll try to answer everything I can to my best of my ability. And yeah, man, let's get into it, bro. Lots to talk about. In this first game that we're going to be watching is Genji versus us in round 1 of the Swiss, which is kind of stupid because every single major has been us playing NA the first matchup, and even the second or third matchup. Like, if we win, we always play NA. So hopefully they fix this in the next season, man, because it's kind of annoying playing NA. But I guess it's not bad because we're used to playing these teams, and it's kind of a warm-up. So yeah, it's not really bad. But we always start off with how scrims were going and how we were leading up to the tournament and how things are feeling. So let's start off with that. Number one, we're feeling pretty good, pretty solid. I think before, well, in the split, we almost three-peated again. Sadly, Ultimates got the best of us again, I think it was, and we're feeling pretty confident though. Hopefully we can get that three-peat next season. That'll be awesome. But that's for a different talk. And then yeah, we're feeling good pretty much the whole split. And then Birmingham, I think a lot of us knew that it wasn't really close to our peak at all, or like what we could do as a team. So I think even getting a top 4 at Birmingham when we're not playing our best, I think we all felt good going to the LAN. And yeah, that's pretty much how we felt going to the LAN. And then how scrims are going. Scrims are not going bad. They never really go crazy bad before the LAN. But going into the LAN, scrims were kind of like scrims. I mean, I guess you could say they were bad, but not like, I don't want to say bad because like it's not like we're getting trashed on. Some scrims we did lose quite a lot, but like, I don't know, you never really feel terrible. Like that this is not like it's not like chalked or something like that. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it's not like super bad or anything like that. It's just they're playing well, you're not, kind of thing. But yeah, scrims weren't going the best. I'll definitely say that. We need to work on a lot going to the major, and what I mean like a lot is like, well, to be honest, we never been a scrim team. Like, genuinely, like we never been a scrim team, so it was kind of mixed opinions. Like, I don't really focus on scrims too much, but also like we need to focus on trying to beat these teams in scrims. But I mean, me personally, I'm still trying to like kind of decide on whether. I mean, scrims are very important, don't get me wrong, but like scrims and tournament are very different. Like, they're like, we have never been a scrim team, like I just said. And why I say that is because we've always lost in our scrims, like almost at every single LAN. Like, we've almost lost or never really dominated our scrims, especially even in London. Like, when we won London, like we were losing quite a lot of scrims the first 2 days that we were there before we before we played. So, but then you also have like teams like Falcons who like I was watching apparently Jack's video major recap, and he said that Falcons have been in scrims the best team for over a year and a half or something like that. I think he said something like that, and I completely agree with him. Like, in scrims, that's what he was saying. Like, he said they were overdue for a major win or just a land win in general. So yeah, I mean, scrims do matter for certain teams. I think if we get into the habit where we start winning these scrims, it would be good. But you know, if we're not doing good in scrims, I don't want to overthink it. It's just kind of where my head's at. So, but yeah, I mean, it was overall, it was not bad, but it wasn't great. That's what I would say. But that was kind of the scrims leading up and how we were feeling overall heading into the tournament. But on this first day, like going after everything, after all the scrims, you know, and when tournament day came, we obviously played these guys, and we were feeling pretty confident. I don't think we've lost to them yet this split or this split. So yeah, like I said, we were feeling pretty confident. We know that we could beat these guys even not playing at our best, and we do end up sweeping, which was a very good feeling. I would say that they weren't playing up to their but they weren't playing up to their like how good they should have been. I would say I think it was definitely obvious that some of them had they were nervous, like they were getting missed touches and stuff like that, but they were still playing solid, don't get me wrong, but I know that they weren't playing as good as they wanted to or good as they should have been. But that's gonna happen. This is their first time playing on each other, or playing with each other on a LAN. So that's gonna happen, stuff like that. That was a good play by them. That was a crazy pinch right here. When this happened, I was like, bro, if this is the only goals that they're getting, I know we're gonna win this game, because that's just a crazy goal to kind of replicate and do that consistently. But yeah, like I said, we do end up sweeping them. And then that was pretty much it for our first match. And then our second match was against Gentlemates, who I am actually going to play now. We end up scoring this 0-second goal that I'm going to show you real quick before I do end up playing this other game. But we end up scoring this right here, which is crazy. That was a really nice play. But all right, let's get into the second game. Let's go. All right, for our second match, we played Gentlemates for the 2-0 to go 2-0. Whoever wins this goes 2-0. And if you guys don't know what a Swiss bracket is, let me explain for like 10 seconds real quick. Swiss bracket is basically first to win 3. If you win 3, you're in. If you lose 3, you're out. And you got a total of 5 matches to play. If you do go all the way, it kind of, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but basically you just have to win 3. And if you win 3, you make the playoffs. If you lose 3, then you are out of the playoffs, or do not have a chance to make the playoffs at all. So, and so to win this, to go up 2-0 is very important and good, because it allows us to get that better seeding, better bracket, all that kind of crap. And so this is a very important match, of course, and for confidence and everything like that. So to be honest, they were playing pretty solid, I would say. They're a pretty solid team. Nothing like the roster with Itachi that I played in Copenhagen and all of last season, basically. But they're still a pretty good team. They're not bad at all. But we're feeling pretty confident going into this one, because I think when we were scrimming them, they were one of the few teams that we actually beat in scrims. So yeah, we were pretty confident against these teams, and yeah, it felt good. It felt good the entire time that we were playing against them. They did have a couple mistakes that like double commits that made it more easier to play against them, but that's going to happen when, like I said, this is another team that we were playing against that was the first time they're all playing together on LAN. So especially this was Eugen, sorry if I said his name wrong, but this is his first LAN ever, so it's hard to, you know, stay confident and, you know, kind of get those first LAN jitters out. So that was for the second match. We do end up beating this team 3-1. A pretty comfortable match, nothing really crazy, and that's just about it for that match. And then that leads us going 2-0 on the day, and it was a pretty comfortable day, pretty good day. And then, you know, what we kind of do is we kind of just chill. I go hang out with my family a bit, because I had a bunch of family, and then I had a bunch of family and friends come down here to this LAN, because it was a North American LAN. And yeah, we kind of just do our own thing, and that's pretty much what happens after we kind of have a day like this. And when we have a bad day, sort of like when we lose a series, we tend to watch replays together, or tend to kind of talk about it together, and kind of just stay at the venue or at our practice room a bit longer than we normally do, which I think is very good. So, and yeah, that was basically it for day one. Day one was comfortable, but moving on to day two, I'm gonna skip this because I kind of want to talk to you guys about the match. We ended up winning this game 3-1. Yeah, not too crazy. Yeah, not too crazy of a game right there, but I'm gonna head to Vitality real quick. But here we go. Okay. All right, moving on to day two. We do play Vitality, right? Which this team, bro, this team is so annoying to us, bro. They literally counter our playstyle so well. We still need to figure them out. Not really figure them out. We just need to change a bit of things that we do when we play them. And we will. I know we will. But literally, this team got a top 4 off of us. Like, it's actually pretty funny if you really think about it, because they beat us to go 3-0, and then when they beat us, because they beat us, spoiler, they did beat us this match right here. Actually, I'll get on to that in a minute, but yeah, we literally got this team top 4, which is very funny, and I'll explain what I mean in a second. But yeah, going on to day two, we were going against this team, and you know we're always going to feel confident in every single of our matches. But if there's one team that is going to annoy us and be like really hard to play, it's going to be this team. Like if we played Carmine or Falcons or a team like that, bro, we would be completely fine. But this team, this is literally the only team that counters us, and that is hard to play. And I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it's just annoying. We do end up losing this series of 3-1. It went back and forth a couple games. Honestly, it could have gone either way a couple games, but at the same time, they played good. They deserved it. They countered our play style really well, and that's what happens. But I do believe that we can get back against them and win against them for sure, without a doubt, honestly. But I think, like I was saying, then this team got a top 4 off us because when they beat us to go 3-0, they got a top 6, right? And they are in the upper bracket is what that meant. And then after we lost to them, we ended up playing, I think it was, who was it? Let me check. I need to check real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot this, but we literally were playing Twisted Minds, right? And when we were playing Twisted Minds, that game was going back and forth. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Twisted Minds is probably one of the most underrated teams going into this tournament and in the world right now. They are a very good team. I think they're a bit higher rated now. I think they're a bit rated, like properly rated now because of this LAN. They had a really great performance against Carmine Corp and us the 2 times we played them. So they're a very good team, man. They can make some damage going to the Worlds and even EWC. So it's going to be fun to play against them more. And I'm excited to see what they do. But we do end up beating Twisted Minds in our round 4 to go 3-1 in game 5. Very intense series, very crazy series, and very fun series against them. And bro, that team, they're loud. Like when we're playing against them in a, like, not in the crowd, like they're right here and we're right here and we can hear each other. Like we can hear each other. They're very loud and you can hear them calming, and it's yeah, man, they're a loud team and it's fun to play against them. The energy is very high and it gets crazy sometimes for sure. So, but yeah, after we do beat them, like I said, we ended up making top 6 as well, because teams who go 3-0 and teams who go 3-1 can make the top 6, which means you make the upper bracket. And when we made the upper bracket, guess who we were playing again? Vitality. Of course, we played Vitality. And I was annoyed, not annoyed, but I was like, bro, really? Of course we get this stupid team again, because this is one team that literally is a very annoying play. And then this shot I hit was actually insane. I haven't even seen Monkey Moon's point of view. I actually want to see it. I didn't even see his point of view in this one. Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's so annoying to save. But after I hit that shot, man, I was hyped. I don't know if you guys remember that shot, but that was an awesome shot. But Also, crazy pass by Dan. He literally placed it perfect for me. But yeah, we ended up matching against them on day or after we went 3-1. Yeah, we ended up matching against them again too on Saturday, which is the next day, which is day 3. And then honestly, the day before that, we were trying to talk about it more and figure out what we need to do go against this team, because this team is like 1-6, I believe, against us, and we were like, man, we're just done losing. We just don't want to. Or yeah, this team's 1-6 against us now, but they were 1-5 before that match that we were gonna play against them on Saturday. And we were just talking about it a lot, man. Like, bro, we need to beat this team, man. This team's very annoying to play against. And we decided to go for a certain approach that I'm not gonna say. Well, it doesn't even matter if I say it or not, but because we end up losing the series anyways. But I'm still not gonna say it. We went for a certain approach in our playstyle that we tried something like kind of different. Well, not really different. Well, it was different, but just something that we're not very used to, I would say. And when we're heading into our match, going to Saturday, whoever wins that, it was us against Vitality, of course. Whoever wins that makes top 4, and whoever loses that has another life, which is the good thing about making that upper bracket. They have an extra life going into Saturday, but we ended up losing, of course, against them 4-0. It was a 4-0, it was a sweep, and I think the main thing that made us lose that series the way it did was the such an annoying shot, man. We got scored in 0 seconds. That was so freaking annoying. But let's get to the next game before I keep talking. All right, we are watching the Twisted Minds versus us in Game 5. So this is wait, is this game? No, this is Game 7. Sorry, I think this is Game 7. Let me double check this. Yep, Game 7. All right, this is Game 7. Very intense matchup. But anyways, let's keep talking about the Vitality versus us. We end up getting sweeping, like I just said, 4-0. Very tough match, very annoying match. But the reason why it was like this, and the reason why it went like this, is because number one, we were overthinking a lot. The way we were playing allowed us to overthink, and the last thing you want to do as a competitor is overthinking your matches, because you're gonna hesitate more. You're gonna be more nervous. You're not gonna feel as confident. Like, it leads into a bunch of things when you're playing like that. And I think the way we went about our style that we wanted to, it was just too much. We should have just simplicity is what we should have aimed for, but that's not what we did at all, which is why we lost the series the way we did. And yeah, man, it was a very annoying, very annoying series to lose, especially since we tried so hard to beat that team and wanted to beat this team. Because I know if you would have won this would have gave us a lot of confidence going to the rest of Sunday, or the rest of the tournament in general. But sadly, it went the complete opposite way, and we got completely swept. But it happens, and it's a learning experience, and we know not to do what we did. We know not to go down that road, because say if we did win that match and we kept doing what we did, who knows? We may have lost. We would have lost at a worse time. But I'm glad we kind of learned from our mistakes, and that's what you need to do when you lose series like that, for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, we just overthought it. Not much other to say. We were just doing too much, and that is why we lost. But after losing that series, they advanced to top 4, which means they advanced to Sunday. We also advanced to Sunday because we made it to the upper bracket, and we went 3-1. We also make it to Sunday. So the annoying part about this is that when you lose a match 4-0, you want to keep playing because you don't want to end the day off like that, like especially on that bad of a note. But you literally can't do anything about it. You just have to freaking talk to you guys. You just have to talk about it and just move on, man. You just have to wait till the next day, which is annoying, but it's whatever. So, but we after we were talking about the match and everything, we found out that we were playing Twisted Minds, which last time was a very close series in the Swiss stage. Like I was just talking about it about 5 minutes ago. We did end up going to Game 5 in a best of 5 series, and we ended up winning against them. And So we knew this wasn't going to be an easy match. We knew that they were good. They literally just reverse swept Carmine Corp the day before this. So, and Carmine Corp is one of the best teams in the world, and reverse sweeping that team, that caliber of a team, and not only that caliber of a team, but on land. Hey man, that's a crazy accomplishment right there. So, yeah, this wasn't going to be an easy match, and we weren't wrong. They actually won the first 2 games, and then we won the third one, and then they won the fourth one. And at this point in time, I was like, man, I do not want to go out like this. Like, not winning any series on a land. I do not want to go out like this. This will be annoying for sure. And then I don't know, like, Sathi called a timeout. We talked about it. He just said, like, I think we changed up our kickoffs a bit. Was a very important thing, because this team with their kickoffs, man, they're really good with their kickoffs. They got a few goals out of it that kind of won them some games. And they're very good with their kickoffs. And then we were saying an open play, like besides kickoffs, I think we had the advantage, and we were feeling it. And after that, we changed our kickoffs a bit. We changed certain tweaks, like and we just locked in, man. Like, we just locked in, and we won game 6 or game 5 from just one goal from a mistake that they made. And then in game 6 was a crazy game. Like, we were down 2-1, and then I scored a flip reset, like nice flip reset shot to tie it up, and then it went
to get around everybody with minimal effort. Didn't happen. Beast mode. Flip reset.
And it's overtime. There was like 2 times where I thought we were gonna lose the series. I genuinely thought we were gonna lose the series. Like, I was last back. I had a challenge, so I don't be in a 1v2, and then I got a solid 50 to stall some time, but Nuepo, or I think it's Noble, I don't know how you say his name. Sorry if I said his name wrong, but he got a great recovery, and he had a free shot, and then Dan came out of nowhere and saved the shot, and it was a crazy save from him.
Did get a piece of Atomic. Now Beast Mode trying to go underneath. Novo the win. Novo for the win, and Daniel the save.
And then after that, Atomic had a crazy save on 0 boost. He was like last back.
Hard out of the corner. Daniel had to back off, and Atomic the solution one.
And one of them had like a crazy pass, and then I think the Atomic with the K had a crazy super fast shot, and then Atomic barely saved it with 0 boost. And yeah, man, it was stressful, because I know if we won that game, we were gonna win the series, and we do end up winning that game. Dan had a nice flip reset shot, and with Atomic with a nice bump at the end, and we ended up winning that game 6.
Forward, he'll have to retreat as it's Rise and Atomic at the back. Over Rise to beat.
And then in game 7, literally I had no nerves at all. I wasn't nervous at all. Like, game 7 was the least amount of nervous I've ever been in this entire series and throughout the entire land. Like, because I think the hard part is getting to that game 7 from a 3-1 deficit. I think once you're in that game 7 and you made it there, you're just confident, because like, we made it here, we can do this. And I had a nice pass from Atomic and a nice slot from to end the game 7 overall, or game 7 overtime. But yeah, man, that was a crazy series. Let's get to the next and final game though. All right, in this match, we are watching the Falcons versus us. But like I was saying about the Twisted Minds, man, genuinely probably the best series I've ever been a part of. Like, it was so electric, it was so fun, it was so intense. Like, you couldn't ask for a better series as a competitor. Well, obviously you want to sweep every series because you just want to, but that's not how Rocket League works. Every team is so good nowadays, and especially in their own unique way. So. But yeah, probably one of the best series I've ever played, and I'm so glad we won that series, because that was a good one. But definitely gonna go down as one of my favorite series ever for sure. But after we won that series in game 7s, we were playing Falcons, and I wasn't nervous this series at all. Usually every series before a series, you're always like, you know, got to get the jitters out, man. You're always super excited to play, you know. Yeah, and especially, you know, right before the finals, you want to get over that finish line, because if you make it to the finals, anything can happen at that point. So when you're playing in the semifinals, you just want to, you're just excited and you want to play. So, but I wasn't nervous at all, and I was confident, especially after that Twisted Mind series. But this team, me going into the series, Dignitas was on the other side of the they made the finals because they beat Vitality, which they have their number right now. Dignitas has Vitality number all the way. Like, they beat them almost every time they played each other, I think, or every time they played each other this split. So, but going into this match, I was thinking to myself, whoever wins this is going to win the whole entire tournament, because I know Dignitas doesn't play well against this team, and Falcons and us are kind of the same. We have the same play style, like very fast and very aggressive and stuff like that. And Dignitas, I don't think does well with the certain teams. I think they do well with defensive teams, is why they do so good against Vitality. But I knew that, yeah, like I said, whoever wins this series is gonna win the entire event, and I wasn't wrong. We ended up losing against Falcons in this series, but it was a very good match. Honestly, I actually genuinely was not upset or mad at all after we lost the series, because I respect these guys very much. They're wonderful people. As far as I know, they're very nice, and it was a good match. I didn't feel like we were outplayed at all. I just genuinely felt like it was a good Rocket League on both ends. Obviously, we could have hit it. We could have hit a couple shots, or a lot of shots. We kind of messed up, and it could have gone either way. This entire series, I think there was 2 games that were long overtime. I think one was like 4 minutes, one was 2 minutes, and you know, we literally could like hit like 3 shots in that 4-minute overtime, and we would have been up 3-2. And at that point, you know, we could have took the series off of momentum or anything like that. So I don't think we played bad at all. I don't think it's something to worry about. It was just kind of a series that could have gone either way, and it ended up going their way, and they were playing very good this entire tournament from start to finish, and you know, it's something that you really can't be mad about. Plus, I think they deserve it. Like, it was a long time coming for them. They're one of the best teams in the world, if not the best team in the world right now. I still believe you are every second, but that's just the competitiveness in me. But yeah, man, they're a good team. But I definitely want the rematch, of course. And yeah, I'm excited for Leon and EWC. So, but that was pretty much it for our thing, man. We finished top 4. Lots of up and downs this major, and not really like, well, yeah, I guess it was in tournament too. It was like lots of up and downs in scrims, lots of kind of talking about the way we want to play and stuff like that. But I think as the tournament went on, especially after we beat that Twisted Mind series, that's something that we needed going throughout the season and going into EWC and Worlds. I think that's something that we need, that confidence, and I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man. I'm motivated as crap. I'm excited, and yeah, bro. I'm ready for it. And I hope you guys are too. I'm planning on doing a vlog or behind the scenes for both of those events, so let me know if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I'm gonna skip through this because we do end up winning this game. This was game 3, and this is when the series, or game 4, and this is where the series went 2-2. So we're gonna do it winning this game. But yeah, it was good. I was a crazy series versus them. But that is going to be it for this video, man. Once again, let me know if you guys have any questions at all. I'm going to answer as many as I can in the comments below. As always, hope you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night. Make sure to expect daily uploads, and I'm also going to be streaming. Description is where my Twitch is, so if you guys want to check that out, check in the description. Without further ado, once again, have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night. God bless you guys. I love you guys, and peace out.